really is sharp. Like it's not like cactus sharp, but it's some are sharper than others. Like you can tell which one's been smacked against a floor or something, and the ones that are untouched in the concave area, they're pretty pokey. Like if you chuck this at somebody and told them to catch it real quick, you'd probably have a couple of pinpricky owies on your hands. My name's Pepper Coyote. You're joining us in the outside studio since this fruit, its smell is not great, and I didn't really want to get it in the house, or should I say, Moore did not allow me to have this in the house. So we're out here with our handy dandy recording device here, and our Durio our king of fruit, our Durian, as they say. Ow. Hopefully this isn't just like full of spiders, and when I bust it open, I don't usher in a new horror movie apocalypse situation. This is a durian. They're usually green when you see them fresh. This one is brown because in the U.S., really the only way to get durian is frozen. So this is a frozen whole durian, so I figure that's about as close as I can get to the true fresh, the best smelly man can get. You'll see it already has a suspicious opening. Oh, God. Oh, can you see the imprints that it leaves on my hands? Oh, it doesn't help that it's heavy. This one was 5 pounds. I got this at the Asian grocery store that's near our house. Durian. Let's learn a little bit about it. Durian is kind of a meme because it has a very strong and unique taste and smell. Smell being more important because you can't taste something from across the room, but you can smell durian, fresh durian, a durian stand from down the street by a lot, from around the block, in fact. You can probably find durian stands in Singapore or Malaysia through scent alone. Durian has some nutrients in it. Let me check this. I looked this up. Rich in energy. That means it's got a lot of calories. There's not a lot of cholesterol. Very low cholesterol, which will be funny because when you see how it looks like straight up saturated fat. It looks like Crisco. Got a bunch of fibers, some vitamin C, vitamin B, manganese, copper, iron, magnesium. It's a good fruit. It's also, you pretty much exclusively eat it raw, so there you go. So, how do we go about cracking in one of these bad boys? Well, you'll notice the large knife in my hand. It's just soft enough, you can smush it a little. Kind of like if you took a whole cantaloupe. You can smush it. It's not soft by any means, but it's not rock hard. Durian have a bunch of lobes. That's kind of how they store their fruit in them. So you'll look and you'll be like, oh, this kind of, okay, that's probably a lobe. That's probably one too. This was a really obvious one, which is why I smacked into that earlier. And this is a really obvious one, so I'm going to crack into this one. So let's see if I can do this sitting without the leverage I had standing and not cut my own hand out. Oh, that was easy. That wasn't hard to get into at all. Hey. Oh. That smell's coming out. So one thing you guys should know about, let's not solve my head, about durian, when you get it frozen, which is the only way my American audience will be able to get this, probably a lot of my European audience, this is a lot harder. It's about half the strength of smell and taste that it would be if you got it brand new and fresh. Ooh, if this was a fresh one, if you just smelled this thing before I cut it at all, it kind of just smells like the outside of like a grocery store fish section, which that's where it was kept in the frozen, right by all the fresh fish in the Asian grocery store. So that makes sense to me. Jesus, this is a lot freaking. I need the strength of 1,000 men to get. Oh God, I keep getting near my hands. It's because this is not the posture I usually use knives in, ladies and gentlemen. Ugh, that'd get a lot of clicks, wouldn't it? Pepper's eye coming right out of his head. You peel back this stuff, and what do you see? Like a Metroid still in its shell. Oh, it's so goopy. It's God, it's slippery. That's why I'm hesitating, and it's sharp. So if it slips, it's gonna scratch the devil out of my fingers. Frick, is this on? I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing another take. I don't have the strength. I already got my fingers goopy. Trying to cut this thing open again is going to be really difficult. The stem helps. Wow. The real challenge with durian is being able to tell if it's gone bad or not, because it kind of always smells a bit like, you ever do a whole bunch of potatoes or some kind of plant that you were going to cook, and you either had to cut up a lot of them. It had a bunch of like food waste, like peels or something to throw away in your trash. And if you leave the trash in your own house for days and days, it'll eventually kind of start rotting. So you just get the when the peel like flipped back at me, it just catapulted some of the goop directly into my nose. Oh, one durian particle just like near in my nose now, and it's just absorbed into my. I'm just gonna end up doing this over. That one didn't hit me, but it's still okay. You see, it's freaking slippery. So I'm gonna get in here with this knife. I'm gonna try to get this baby out. All right, here we go. Oh no, it's so gooey. Like it's what? This one has a bit of like redness on it. What? Whoa. Ooh. Okay. I know I did this already, which is why you can see the open hole over there on the other side of this. You know, that's a lot of it. It keeps hitting me when I'm not ready for it. The breeze will just carry it into my face. Since this was frozen and then rethawed, I can see a little bit of where this is obviously some like freezer burn going on. Let's get that tongue in. Great. It's just a plant. Oh god. The texture is obviously and easily the weirdest part. So let's get. I mean, who cares, right? It's this the one freezer burny looking clear part that this is gross. That I hate. I want that out of my life forever. Or into the yard where it will attract I don't know, coyotes. What you should expect if you want to get a durian of your own is a pungent kind of smell, which is ungenerously. Look at that nut coming right out. Ungenerously described as a rotten garbage kind of smell. Or, if you want to be a little nicer, my other friends who've tried it described it as kind of a mango-y. It has a tropical bit to it, mango-y, pineapple-y. My favorite description for the smell, at least, was pineapple gasoline, which I kind of, I can see where they're coming from with that. So this, you'd be like, oh, that's the part you eat. No, it is not. This is a nut. This is like a peach pit. This is the seed, I'm assuming. I'm not an etymologist. It's not even the right field of study. I keep putting my face over it. But this unite. This you throw that away or plant, make your own durian tree. I should try that. Let's see if it grows here. Let's try the bigger one. I'm not eating too. Okay, so the first challenge you will occur when trying to eat your own durian is how do you go about it's like picking up pudding with your hands, and that's just kind of what it is. So I'm just gonna be a man here, and I'm gonna grab it by the nut, which is still within this delicious looking bit of fruit here, and I'm just gonna kind of smush my mouth onto it. I'm just gonna get a big old bite. Here's how you make a thumbnail on YouTube in 2019. I should get real close and look at it like. It's just the texture, dude. Oh. Okay. I got something in there that I didn't like. It's the texture. The taste isn't. Oh. The taste is not nearly that bad. The taste is fine. I should tell you, I've had durian like 3 or 4 times now fresh. So like this would be, I think, the 4th time. Ooh, I thought I'd be better for that, but I can't do a big bite like that, baby. That's too much. I can get a little. Here, I'll show you how much is going in my mouth so you guys don't think I'm like full of crap here. I am really eating it. Let's get it. Oh no, see, it makes like a kind of a. You can see there's skin, there's custard bit, and then there's the fibrous bit. That's what makes it so weird. Because the fibrous bit actually like less. Because if it's all custard, it's fine. Like, if you're eating a pudding and it's pudding, good. If you had pudding and there was a little bit of, like, if they took the stringy bit of celery out and just filled your pudding, made a pudding skin out of that, and you had to get around the celery strands to get to your thing. This is real, not faking you. Yeah, small, I can do, that's much easier. Oh. Okay. Okay. It's just a plant. It's
just a plant. With most of the weird food you eat, if you want to eat weird food, it's usually weird because, there's like intestines or eyeballs or just raw meat, something in there. Or it's an elbow. With this, it's vegan. This is a vegan food. At the very least, if you're trying to eat this, you can always tell yourself, like, look, Pep. It's a fruit. It's like a nanner. It's just like an apple. So, if I had to give it my best shot to describe the flavor of this stuff, it's kind of like motion sickness for your mouth. Like, you get motion sickness not from the moving, but from your brain not realizing that you're moving because you're in a car and, like, the wind isn't moving and I don't feel the right G-forces of walking because we're not evolved to be in cars and stuff. This is... Your brain, it gives you all the signals that you've evolved as a human to protect yourself from rotten food. It has the weird smell. It has a weird texture that I'm not used to. It's got, like... It's too soft. Suspiciously soft. And I think that's why people end up gagging in the end and why they think it's as gross as it is. I think it's the texture more than the taste. And definitely the smell. Taste, though? Right. So. It's tropical. I can see a bit of the mango. Pineapple. It's sweet, for sure. It just has a funkiness to it. Almost like a mushroom has funkiness to it and earthiness, but definitely not savory in any way. It's very much sweet. Okay, last one, everybody. In review, try durian if you can. It's a bit weird. Handed out in public a couple days ago, most people liked it, or at the very least went, that's not nearly as big of a deal as I thought as people made it out to be. Or, if you want a more mild introduction to durian, consider trying durian pastries or durian candy. They're very available on the internet, especially. I'll put some here. Here's pictures of Amazon. I don't want to go to Amazon. Oh, God. Cheers, y'all.
Yeah. What up, YouTube? All right. Rock hard.
Well, that was a bit of an adventure. Thanks for hanging out all the way to the end. If you like these videos and want to support me, consider doing a one-time donation to my PayPal or joining my Patreon. It helps me pay my rent and keeps these videos completely ad-free. Special thanks to these shiny people over from my Patreon, which I was just talking about. Let's go for this name right at the beginning. James A. Cornelario Benson. We got Juan LDWFA. That's a lot of letters on your name, my baby. We got Fur. Fox and More, Strontium Fan, C. Fox, Sully, Matthew B. Routes, Clamar, Ty, Husky, and Yox. We got Webster Leon, Dead P-Cat, Kane and Dusty Moongazer, Annette Finish, Analytical Marxist, Ren, Yena, Cyber Lupus, Piper Malone. Hachi, She-Buru's Elf, the Great White Lamb, Night Soft Water, Margarita Raccoon, Skyler, Ringtail, Sam, Mary Moth, Monarch, Capaldi, Netherling, Schmelding, May, Aaron, Trevor, Riles, Jacob Stellato, Mama T, Silver, Gatomon, Pony Sharp, Omega Dragon, The Dragon Show, Willie Royal Blue, and Jared Eaton, Seashell, Music FX, Cypher, DS Beat, and Tommy Crash, Gummy Bjorn, Vermi Fox, and Fuzz Wolf, The Armored Wolf, Ruby Redmayne, and Ruth Monty Contrite, Grace Jane Gollinger, or Quaxum Mephitida, Zombie Squirrel, Blue Gray Fox, and Musical Husky, Blader Mexican Wolf, Cheesy Feline, Glasson, Justin Williams, Stremel, Halcyon, Ellie Kuja, and Petrov Neutrino.